Shoulders complete. Shoulder workout is complete. Very simple workout. We'll just jump right in. So we went in there. I did not do a rotator cuff warm up. Just slipped my mind, to be honest. We'll either do that tomorrow or just skip it for now. The shoulders. So shoulders is a pretty simple one for me. There's a few exercises I like that I feel like work pretty well, and I'm just sticking to them. I'm staying consistent, and that's just what's working for me. So we started off with some dumbbell lateral raise. Shoot, hope I don't run that red light. I did. So we started off with dumbbell lateral raise, really light, a few sets to get my shoulders ready, and we keep the weight pretty light to moderate, really focusing on form this time. Didn't feel like going heavier like I have a few times, but really simple, sticking to the form, throwing the weight out with my shoulders, feeling my shoulders throughout the entire motion, and it's just one of those things. The more you do it, the better you get the form, and the better you get the form, the more activation you're going to get from your side delts, which will lead to more gains. So I don't think you ever really need to go super heavy with lateral raise. I ended up doing 3 sets of that, and then after that one, we moved on to the cable lateral raise. This is another good one, but sometimes my left shoulder doesn't like it too much. And it was okay today. So we stuck with the lightest, moderate weight, of course. Same premise, right? You're pulling the cable stack. I used to always put it all the way down. But if you put it about knee level or a little above knee level where your hand is just straight, it seems to feel a lot better. So that's just a little tip there. But again, you're just throwing the weight out and you're feeling your shoulder throughout the entire motion. It seems like there's a lot more time under tension with the cable stack rather than the dumbbells, but I just love the dumbbell lateral raise. It just feels the best to me. And maybe my form isn't perfect on the cable lateral raise, and maybe that's why I don't like it as much. But I ended up doing 3 sets there, and then we went to work on the rear delts, face pulls. I liked doing it lying down, but I also like doing it standing up, so I'll just probably flip-flop this one. Rope attachment, 2 fingers around the knob of the rope attachment, pull the weight in towards, like your face pulls, and that hits your rear delts. Slow controlled seems to help with that one a little bit more than just throwing it around, but sometimes I throw it around. We mix it up a lot around here. And then I did 3 sets of that, and then I did the rear delt cable fly, about shoulder height, maybe a little bit below, no attachment on the cable, and keep your elbow bent a little bit and just throw the weight out to your side. You should feel that in the back of your shoulder, your rear delt. And the reason I hit rear delts just as hard as I do my side delts is because I want my shoulder to look more round, and a lot of people are missing that rear delt part of your shoulder, and if you don't work it out hard, you're not going to have like a really round looking shoulder, and we all want boulder shoulders, right? That's why we hit lateral raise just as hard too. But then I did my pose down. I ended up doing 20 minutes of cardio. That's all I had time for this morning. But yeah, that was it. It felt like a solid workout. My diet, I nailed it yesterday. So my breakfast and my lunch was a little bit bigger than it normally was. So for dinner, I had to cut it back, but I still wanted to hit my protein goals. So I've had rice cakes and tuna before. I get the flavored tuna, of course, but that's a pretty good one. It was about 50 grams of protein and only 350 calories. So that's something you can hack away on if it filled me up okay too. If you're over your calories for the day and you're still a ways away from your protein goal, that's something that can be very beneficial there, having that kind of a meal in your back pocket just in case you need it. And of course, you don't want to eat tuna every day. We all know about mercury poisoning. But overall, it was a really solid workout. I'm happy with the work that was put in and the results I'm getting from it. So So that's about all I got for you guys right now. Tomorrow is arm day. I love me some freaking arm day. I will see you guys tomorrow for that. Don't let that dreamer die. Keep the grind alive. And don't ever give up on yourself.